Hey, here with Gridiron Football Media Day 2024. Here with Coach Yasin, Broadmoor High School. Coach, what's going on, baby?
How you doing, Marcus?
Good.
Doing well.
Yes, indeed, man. We're gonna jump right to it. Tell us about this summer. Tell us about some of the things you guys been doing, getting prepared.
We just been we coming together, just kind of getting conditioned, getting in shape, getting ready for the season. We feel like our attendance has been really high this summer. We feel like we've had a lot of kids buy in. We've seen some leadership that we haven't seen in the past, and we feel like we're looking all right coming into this coming year.
Good deal, Coach. This will be year what for you right here?
This is gonna be year 3 as the head coach.
Okay, year three. Tell us about some of the things you guys did this spring. How did spring go, and some of the highlights that you was able to see.
Well, we was trying to install a few different things, and we had a really good spring practice. We felt like, unfortunately, because of the weather that came through at the end of May, we had to cancel our spring game, so we didn't get to test it out versus a different team. We only had inter-squad scrimmages, so we was looking forward to testing out. We felt like we made some big movements. We felt like the kids started buying into it, and we wanted to show the kids that it was going to work in the game. So we still got the fall scrimmage coming up and all that to test it out in, but right now we feel like we made some improvements, definitely some jumps in the spring.
Good deal. We know the spring is always a time for you. Well, you got seniors moving on, and you get to kind of get a preview of the new team there. If any guys stood out that's going to be moving up that may have not had big roles last year, has got to fill those roles this year.
Yes, sir. It's a good thing that I got some of these third-year juniors that are rising, and they're taking over that leadership role. I do have those seniors. They've been around 4 years. They are going to be our key guys, go both ways kind of guys. But I'm starting to see that these younger guys are taking leadership in the team. They're taking ownership of the team. They're starting to hold each other accountable, and they're starting to buy into what we're preaching over there. And that's a big thing that I see happening in this third year.
Good deal. Give us some of those guys that some of those key players. I know I've seen one guy. I think he did an interview with John E. Who's Marcus Rain.
Yes, sir. We got Marcus Rain over in the other room. He brings a little of that swagger to the defense. He likes to hit people. He likes to come down. He don't want to back down to anybody, and that's what we need. He's made some big jumps in the weight room. He's put on about 15, 20 pounds this off season. He's starting to see he's starting to look himself in the mirror a little bit more. Yeah. You can say, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So he's getting that kind of swagger, that kind of attitude, and we feel like he's one of those third-year guys I'm talking about. He's going to be a leader on that defense. We got Kenneth Hawkins. He's been our quarterback in the past, our all-purpose player. This year, we're going to try to see if he can play a little bit more defense and offense, and just be on the field at the whole time, not just restrict him to that quarterback spot. So we have BJ Brandon Thomas, who's also here. He's going to be stepping up and taking over that full role as a quarterback. They went about 50-50 last year. They played at different points of the year, but this year, Brandon's really been in that playbook. He's really been learning. He's really been buying in. He's been with us. And I feel like we feel good moving forward with him and freeing up KJ to kind of be around the field, be that all-purpose player that he needs to be, that athlete.
Gotcha. Yes, scheme-wise, what are some of the things that we'll see when we come check you guys out offensively, defensively?
We're going to be running a hybrid kind of offense. We're going to be kind of all over the place. Y'all just have to come out and check us out whenever you see us in the fall. But we definitely want to establish the run this year. We want to play that buck football, that pounded football. We know that for us to be able to throw the ball, we need to be able to establish the run. We read the box as the box loaded, then we feel comfortable getting that ball out there. But if they want to not respect the box, then we also feel comfortable just running it down somebody's throat. So we kind of get that buck football back, that we're just going to grind. We're going to let everything settle in, and then we're going to know that in the long run, as long as we grind and we push them forward, that good things will come out of that. And that's just the mentality that we got to have going into the season.
Defensively, on fronts we'll be ready to see three man, 4 man, multiple.
Yeah, we're running that 4-2-5 right now. We've been looking at a lot of that. We got a little battle going on at linebacker, so we've been looking at maybe bringing in another one in there, like 4-4-3 box. So we've been looking different fronts right now. We feel really good about our secondary. We have the depth right now at linebacker. We just got to figure out who's going to be the starting guys. Got a lot of young guys that are competing against each other, which is a good thing. Some of them are starting to rise to the top. So we're going to see that we have those 2, 3, 4 guys that can play linebacker. So depending on that, it will depend on how many people we got there. Up front, we got some hard-working guys. got a guy Jorge Alvarez. He's 6'4", his second year playing football. Just throughout the past 8 months, he put on over 100 pounds on his squat, 60 pounds on his bench, 50 pounds on power cleans. He's just getting sculpted right now, and he looks like a really good kid. Last year, he played the first year ever playing football. Started every game at D-line. This year, we're gonna have him at offensive tackle and D-line. So he's one of those quiet leaders, one of those lead by example guys. I wanted to bring him here today, but he's so shy that he didn't. He just wants to work. That's all he wants. Yeah, he just wants to play. He fell in love with the game. He's in that weight room every day. So that's a guy that we can really bank on that D line. And then also, like I said, we got that secondary we feel comfortable with. They're the upperclassmen. They've been waiting for their turn, and we feel like this is our year.
Good deal. To tell me some of the things you had on my schedule. I know this was the year for the, make those new schedule.
Yeah.
Tell us about, who's on it and, some of the, your mindset on, forming it the way you form.
Yeah, we have those district meetings, and it's pretty tough for us because it is a 9-team district that we play in, and smaller schools. I'll admit it. We would like to split up that district a little bit, make it a 5-team district instead of having 9 teams in it. That way, we could schedule some more non-district games and not have to be in the gauntlet with 7 out of 9 of those teams making playoffs last year. So we feel like we're in the gauntlet week in, week out, playing against some hard opponents. We did schedule AJ Ellender first week of the year, so we trying to play a 4A team, kind of looking for a start just like us, trying to find the grip in the ground. So we feel like that's going to be a good opportunity for us. And also Slaughter High School. So those are going to be our 2 non-district games. But other than that, we in that district gauntlet playing against West Feliciano, Plaquemine. Yeah, so Bruley, yes sir, Struma, so McKinley. So a bunch of teams that have some really good coaching, some really good players, athletes that I see all over gridiron football every week.
Gotcha.
I see opponents.
So you said year 3. Tell us about some of the admin and the support you've seen there.
Our AD, Terrell Thomas, he's great. He's a Broadmoor alumni. Him and I both, this is both our 3rd year, so we've also coached together back in the day with Coach Crutchfield and all of them. So we know what it takes to be a winning organization. We know how a football team looks. So he has my I have his full trust. I feel like where he gives me the opportunity to develop this team and form this team the way I want. So I feel like I have full support from our admin. They do support us a lot, and they usually don't get away. They're usually pretty supportive, I can say. Yes, sir.
Good deal. Tell us about the community around there.
It's a tough one.
About pitching in. I know that things are kind of spread out up in EBR. So how that been, alumni, being able to get guys to come back and show those guys that they're now that support that they need to see.
Yes, sir. We have alumni. It's 2 kinds of alumni we have. It depends on what generation you were at Broadmoor, and we trying to. And the thing that people don't understand is I think we can bring all that alumni together. Because they all have the same idea that Bub football, what Broadmoor did for them.
Right.
So we're trying to show that we are moving in the right direction. These young guys, these young athletes, these young student athletes that are playing right now were them 20, 30, 40 years ago. So they need to help us, support us, and they have been stepping up. We have had a lot of alumni support. September 6th, the AJ Ellender game, first game of the year. We are dedicating the stadium to Rusty Price.
Okay.
So we have done some stadium.
The legend.
Yeah. Well, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're inviting all his old players, and we know that's the only thing that can bring a smile to his face, seeing those old players and stuff. So we done a few modifications to the stadium. We're gonna break them out September 6th, and and all that comes from the alumni support.
Yep.
So anything that we've done, we've upgraded locker rooms. We've had a nutrition system. We've had a new workout program, on the field upgrades, paint the field every week. All that's coming from alumni support. So we have been able to get the community alumni in there. Also giving back. We're running a camp in a couple of weeks. It's a free camp for the youth through a program. So we're trying to help out, and we're trying to give back for all the support we have been feeling that we have been getting.
That's big. But man, any last things you would like to say to the Buck Nation over there?
You know, we just like I said, the main support that we can get is just seeing faces at the game, seeing people there, seeing those people that come back and tell those stories. We don't ask for much. We don't look for anything. We just like to see the people out there supporting our kids. They work hard, and it's an appreciation that for them to look in the crowd and see that people are there and people care, and that's just a big thing for us, is having those people there, having the support there. We're not asking for much, but except for that.
Gotcha. But man, here at Gridiron Football, you definitely have our support,
yes,
and we'll be following y'all road this year,
yes,
as y'all make it through the 2024 season.
Yes,
and if there's anything that we can do, man, don't hesitate to reach out.
Yes, sir. We appreciate that.
Man, you're here with Gridiron Football Media Day 2024. Stay locked in.
Yes, sir.